Hello and welcome, dear viewer, to my channel. Today in our video, I will tell you what stories people have sent me in the mail. My F31 partner, M31, can't tell his father no. My partner cannot tell his toxic dad no. My beautiful and intelligent partner cannot tell his dad no. His dad is a mess. Quit his job because they asked for a drug test. Now he stays at home and is a literal hoarder of everything building-wise. Has 6 pianos. Has over 43 doors in his garage. He borrows our tools and van and either brings them back broken or doesn't bring them back at all. Partner tells me his dad is ridiculous and wrong, but keeps giving him our stuff because he cannot say no. I don't know what to do. It's been years of this, and it makes me so angry, and the last thing I want is for it to come between us, but I can't stand his dad anymore. We fight about it, and I hate it so much. We have a newborn, and his dad asks for our van so much more than he asks to see our baby. How do I help him stand up for himself and our family against his dad, who is so selfish he cannot see anything else? M24, F24. She's in touch with guys from the past. Hi guys, I've been dating my GF for 5 months now, and I asked her who are those male online friends that she have. She told me that they used to send her nudes, but she confirmed that she never flirted or sent them any nude. Yesterday me and her were drunk and she sent a dude that is sending her snaps daily, but she's not replying to them. She sent him a photo or our date night and the Shia at my place, and she said that's nothing wrong with it. I feel that my GF shouldn't care anymore about those dudes who used to harass her with nudes, and instead should be focused on us. What do you guys think about it? It's weird for me that she's still in touch with them. 26M24. The relationship is the relationship to consider. The relationship is complicated, though has continued. It is certain the relationship is the relationship to consider. It is certain the relationship has to be considered. The relationship is complicated. It is certain the relationship is complicated, though has continued. It is complicated the relationship to consider. The relationship is the relationship to consider. It is complicated throughout the relationship. The relationship has continued. It is certain the relationship is complicated throughout the relationship. It is certain the relationship has continued, though any relationship is complicated. It is certain the relationship is busy, the relationship is complicated. It is certain the relationship is complicated, though has continued. It is complicated the relationship to spend time considering. It is certain the relationship is complicated, though has continued. It is complicated the relationship to spend time considering. The relationship is complicated. It is certain the relationship is the relationship to consider. My 19M boyfriend doesn't like emojis. I'm 21F. As the title says, my boyfriend doesn't like emojis to the point that he apparently deleted them from his phone. Didn't know that was a thing. The problem is that I struggle with communication and putting words to feelings. So whenever texting anyone, I use emojis in these cases, as that is part of how I've learned to communicate with people I text with. It's not obsessive like some of those posts you see that use them like every other word, though. It's more of just using the laughing, shrug, crying, and a few others, especially in cases where that would be my reaction if we were talking face-to-face rather than through text. I've tried explaining why I can't stop using them, but he's still trying to get me to stop to the point it is causing me distress, and sometimes has me on the verge of tears. I don't know what to do to get him to understand. I will add that I have tried using less emojis and even not using them at all at one point, but then I start getting really frustrated when I can't make words work or word things, and without even thinking about it or meaning to, default back to using emojis. He's obviously the person I text with the most, but no one else that I do text with has ever mentioned that I overuse emojis. How can I, 20M, find love when I have no chance with my crush, 20F? I know I'll never be able to be with her, but I can't get over her. No one else I've seen in my life is even half as beautiful or amazing. But because of how much I like her, I can't develop a crush on anyone else. It doesn't help that I live in a small town, so it's not like I see many people who could even come close. It just hurts. I'm so sick of being lonely. I want to move on, but I have more than just a crush. I wouldn't call it full-blown love, but it's something more than just a crush. TLDR. Lonely and can't get over a crush. I, M26, met with a girl, F21, as friends, but I want more than that. I wrote at a local student group that I'm looking to meet new people, make friends, and go out for a beer. Even though I made it clear that I was only looking for friends, 7 girls responded and they were all single, so maybe I see a pattern. I managed to schedule a beer with 3 of them. I only spoke to them a little in chat, because I prefer real-life communication. At the last moment, two of them canceled. Coincidentally, the one that I liked a little more came, so it kinda ended up feeling like a date. Well, I ended up liking her a lot. We had similar interests and we connected. There wasn't any flirting, only getting to know each other. Now I don't know how to proceed. If I ask her out, she might think that this was planned all along and that I'll probably do the same with the other girls. If I wait for others to be available to go out as a group, time will pass and all momentum will be lost. Do I straight up ask her out? Do I plan a group meeting? Do I text her to test the waters? Texting takes so long. I want to make all the right moves. What's your advice, Tealdar? I met with a girl as friends, but I ended up liking her. How can I proceed? Husband 33M is not good in bed, and I'm 32F, tired of it. I hate this. I've 32F, have been with my husband 33M for almost 4 years now, 3 years married, and our sex life is horrible. He has a high sex drive and I have sex drive as well, but he just always doesn't seem confident when we are having sex. It's awkward. I also have never had an orgasm while we've had sex. I don't know how to change things. I've tried talking to him and teaching him, but he doesn't do anything. He just lays there and he gets off and I don't... Any advice? How do I make our sex life better? I, 21F, think the end of my relationship with my BF, 24M, may be unavoidable first-time posting. I apologize for the long post. Me and my BF have been together for a little over a year now, while long distance, 5 hours commute. And I'm afraid that our relationship is ending due to feeling it's going from being a BF-GF relationship to more like a mother-son relationship, while at the same time not feeling I'm not getting prioritized. The reason for this feeling is on multiple occasions have I had to remind him to do things, while getting told that I'm not his mom, thus resulting in him forgetting or forfeiting to do that thing to do another. One example is the last time he visited, I had to keep remind him to pack his things as he had a train to catch, and he hadn't packed yet. He starts packing for a short while, then stops and starts playing on his phone instead while not having packed yet. I then had to remind him again as we needed to go towards the train station in less than 5 minutes. Another reason to why I fear our relationship is nearing the end is due to not feeling taken into account, as in having communicated one basic need multiple times without it has happened. That one need is more communication, where we ATM on average text 2, 3 texts each throughout one whole day, unless I write first, thus ending up spamming his phone with more texts throughout the day, tallying up the count to around 8, 10 texts on my part, which I actually don't know if it's a lot or not. I have tried to ask for more communication throughout the day on separate occasions throughout the whole relationship, and it has made me feel I'm not being a priority, and that it rests on me to text first if I want a conversation to be more than 3 texts long in total, more often than not, and not left unread for 10, 17 hours. Sometimes I understand that he could be busy due to work on weekdays until afternoonish, kindergarten. But that's still a whole weekend where there's little to no texting on his part, where my work, fast food, can be any day of the week from morning to late evening. The thing that scares me the most is TBH that I feel numb, and IDK what to do. I, F21, worry my BF, M21, may have drinking issues. I worry my boyfriend has issues with drinking. We are both in college, drink fairly often in social environments, etc. However, I have noticed that whenever we drink, he always gets blackout drunk. He doesn't drink every day or even super often, but every single time he does, he blacks out. He is not himself when he drinks. He doesn't listen to anything, tries to be funny and breaks things and causes a huge scene and acts completely different than his sober self. An example of this would be, we went to a pool with friends. Everyone was drinking casually too. 3 drinks. After about 2 hours, we decided to leave, and he was so hammered he could barely muster up words. Everyone else was nearly sober. He ended up throwing up everywhere. If we go out and come back not drunk, he will continue to drink by himself in our living room until he's drunk. And on top of the rest, pretty much every time he gets drunk, he pisses the bed. We also had an event with cheating about 6 months ago, caused by an extremely drunken mistake. I don't know what to do. I really love him. He's the most amazing guy when he's sober. But I'm really worried this is a bigger issue than I think. Write in the comments what you think about these stories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it. Also put a bell so you don't miss new videos. See you soon.